Welcome back to another brand new FC24 video, and today's one is going to be specializing on the new heroes. We've got confirmed stats, player ratings, and dynamic images, and I want to go through all of them and tell you which ones I really like and how I feel like they're going to be playing in-game. So let's start off with a legend of the sport, Beasley. 89 overall, which puts him at the highest amongst all of the brand new heroes being added to the game. And looking at these stats, 86 pace, 89 shot, he's giving me very strong Immobile vibes. So I reckon the finishing is going to speak for itself. He won't be that expensive and a really good option for the first month of the game for sure. So we've gone from one card that could potentially be very cheap and affordable to a Tevez that will most likely be overpriced. Like for the performance, it's maybe a little bit too hard to tell whether or not he really is going to be a 1.5 million value player, but that shot is looking great and the physicality, you already know he's going to be an animal when it comes to balance, aggression. I do obviously like the look of him. If I were to pack the guy, I'd be very happy, but way too much for our RTG at the start of the game. But Carlos Tevez, very nice addition. Big old Vincent coming in, 88 rated, and you already know this is a card that's going to be able to last from now until the end of like the game pretty much. Well, just before team of the season, it's a typical Virgil van Dijk equivalent for a hero. It's just a brilliant card and I really want to use him. And isn't it the dynamic image from the long shot that he scored? It was either against Man United or Leicester City, I can't remember it now, but it was an absolute rocket. So much swerve on it as well, top bins. But company, I really want him. So we've got another one being added to the shopping list. It's Schneider. Wesley Sneijder, 88 rated. One thing to consider though is that some of these ratings may seem a little bit low. That's only because EA are going to be making room for future hero promos. So I reckon that Sneijder will probably finish off with like a 94, 95 shapeshifter. But these stats aren't too bad. As long as he feels agile on the ball, then I'm going to love him. But if he feels a bit clunky or they've not got his card right, it's going to be seriously disappointing. But the stats are great, so we're going to get him very soon. So this one here is a lot more interesting than just like Sneijder, Tevez, and company. Like, they're great cards, don't get me wrong. But Lizarazu is a very nice alternative to the Capdevere. At least now we've got another hero option to go and buy, because Capdevere was just sort of fixed on the market when the hype was real, especially with that World Cup version. Like 500,000 for a fullback is a lot of money. But Lizarazu is more of a smaller fullback, so if you like to play a bit more of that possession-controlled game, I think he's going to be very good. And he also provides a bit of physical, but that pace is nice. 87 should be good to go. Like, straight off the bat, should be a really nice fullback to run. So I'm not sure when you started playing the game, but if you were around when they had legends, Paulo Futre was a legend on the game, and he was one of the best dribblers. So quick, sharp, and he was smaller, obviously. He's a smaller dribbler, but he was so fun to use, and I am really looking forward to this card. The 93 pace and the 93 dribbling is some of the best stats for a hero. In fact, he has the best stats out of all of the heroes when it comes to that pace and dribbling combo, and I think he's going to rival even some icons. Like the shooting, the passing, at least for the first 2 months of the game cycle, you're going to be able to get use out of. So Futre, really like the look of him. So I'm not amazing with my German, but Kessler is looking like the female German Barella. I've said it. That is a really nice looking card. In fact, actually, she may have the same stats all across the board as one of the like road to the final or like a man of the match version of a Barella. Probably, or maybe a little bit lacking on like the defending and physical, but very close. Like that basically is Barella, right? Maybe. Well, I'm gonna buy her. I'm actually gonna buy her. She looks ridiculously good. I want in. I'm not gonna lie, Litmanen doesn't even look that bad. So from the icon to the hero, it's done in the world of good. But it's one of these players that if you don't pack in the early stages, he's one of those players that just falls behind the curve, and you can already just get that vibe just by looking at him. He's not trustworthy enough for your ultimate team journey. If Berbatov was added to the game 3-4 years ago, I would have completely ruled him out. But because of the impact the running styles had on the game, especially lengthy, I think Berbatov might be a surprise. It's hard to judge just by looking obviously at the stats and what he's offering, but the 87 dribbling, the 80 pace, depending on his running style, could be amazing. So I think he deserves a go and try them out. So we do have ourselves another icon to hero conversion, and I don't really mind the look of this Rui Costa card. But when we saw the Nakata downgrade as well from an icon to a hero, he wasn't really that much better, or if at all, like he just was the same card. So that's what I worry about with Rui Costa. Yes, he looks a little bit more desirable now being a hero, but I just don't think he's going to be that great. Do you know what I find funny about this Ramirez card? Even if he had 75 defending, 75 physicals, you already know he's going to give you what Renato Sanchez offers. The stats mean nothing, it's how they perform in game, and that's how they've made this card. When they were showing like the cartoon and the like animated versions of these players, he had meta, literally the gauntlet, he had meta written on his fist. So EA Sports have gone out their way to make him one of the most broken cards on the game, so the 86 overall is going to be deceiving. This is one of the best heroes to buy for not only performance, I believe, and just using him in general, but the fact that he's going to keep going up. Like, everyone's going to want Ramirez, so get in early and make your coins, or just use him. So another brand new hero being added to the game at minimum, 87 rated, and you got to keep in mind the man's 6 foot, so 89 pace, 87 dribbling. That's giving me some good vibes, but it's still hard to judge whether or not he's going to really play to that potential. But the passing is great, so if you were wanting to use him as a cam, or even as like a striker, but the 77 shot though could be the problem. But does seem quite nice. We've got Kanu coming in with an 86 overall. That stat could be deceiving though, because if they get his shot right, I reckon he's going to be a handful for the defenders. And it's one of those players that will probably receive an early promo card. So give it like a month, 2 months, and yeah, you're probably going to have a better version. So it looks all right. So I'm pretty confident in saying that this is Alex Scott, the one that usually features on the TV and does the interviews. And she's got a very good card. 86 overall with great defending, good physicals. I do worry though for that pace. I'd rather personally to future-proof myself and get someone that has like 88 to 90, just because I feel like that's going to work quite well. But 86, depending on how she's going to react in game, could be very nice. And I believe she has a chance to be able to be played as a right back as well. Don't hold me to that though, but it'd be a nice addition to the cards. Good looking cards. Julie, have I said it right? I hope so. He's looking very nice, by the way. Right mid or cam. He's got pretty good passing as well. 81 is absolutely fine for the first month, 2 months of the game. The pace, 88, fantastic. And the dribbling, he's going to feel really nice. And I reckon that 83 shot as well could carry him. So this is another lower rated card. But again, might be playing tricks on you. You go and buy him, try him, and he might be in your team for a very long time. Looks very nice. I reckon a lot of people are going to be super hyped for John Arisa. But this is giving me flashbacks to the start of FIFA 23 when I came across the Capdevia and he was so slow and just useless until he received that World Cup version. And I think it's going to be a similar case with this one where at the start, rubbish, just too slow with 83 pace. I could be wrong though. He looks like a very good centre mid as well. That's something that I wanted to speak about. Like, what a card. But if you're playing him as a fullback, you might get caught a little bit for pace. And then all it takes is one promo, and he may be the best left back in the Prem. Like, it's a quality looking card, but like I say, even as a centre mid, convert him in game, and that is, again, one of those players that will be able to rival the Valverdes. Who else? The Jolatans. Not trying to be biased, but he does look very good. All right, Tonali then. But now, for real, John Arisa, big thumbs up. Rosicki's been added to the game, 86 overall. He's basically Modric if you bought him from Target. That's the kind of vibe that I usually get from him. And he's going to have beautiful dribbling. The passing game as well is going to be very strong. And the finishing is fantastic. He's basically the best looking 86 overall card I think I've come across on the game. Like, he's going to be ridiculous. Provide very nice chemistry to the Premier League. I reckon he's going to be at least 200k, right? Maybe a little bit more. Probably a little bit more. I think I wouldn't mind like making that investment though and getting the chem as well as a very trustworthy cam. You know he's going to offer everything really that you'd want for that dribbling, playmaking style game. So yeah, Rosicki, love the look of him. Bombastor, I don't know who she is. I did a little bit of research though, and she's 5'4". So I don't know if I'd want to be using that in a fullback position. Horses for courses, you know. Looking at the cams, the attackers, the midfielders, some of them look brilliant. But when it comes to the defenders, in my personal opinion, I think I'm just going to stick to the males just for a bit more height, strength, physical stats. If that really is the way. she might be very, very good. I don't know how she's going to react to the game. Maybe similar to Jordi Alba in a way. Great stats, but I just worry for that height. Last one it is. And if you have enjoyed this video, by the way, thumbs up. And let me know your favorite cards from this lineup. Drop it in the comment section. But Beasley, he's quick. 91 pace, 86 dribbling. What you see is what you get. I just think he's going to be rapid and maybe miss a couple of chances, maybe misplace a few passes, but the dribble, the pace, and the agility is going to be there. And is he not like 5'7", 5'8", 5'9"? So you're going to have that really nice control over him. So if EA want to throw me one for free, I'll take it. I'll use him in my squad, but I don't think I'm going to be going out my way purchasing this man. He just isn't really giving me those strong vibes, but max chemistry could be handy in the future. But thank you so much for watching, boys. Like I say, let me know your favorite players from this list. I really want Vincent Kompany, Schneider, Tevez. I just want them all. I literally want most of them. So thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.